Hey guys, hi. This is Kimberly, and I've never done this before. I have an amazing gentleman with me today that I'm going to introduce to you very shortly. And it complements everything that I've been sharing on my reels about, raising our frequency and talking about DNA activation. I just thought maybe it might be time for me to share a little bit more of what I found I'm doing myself to keep my cells and everything amplified with what's going on in our environment. And I asked if Dr. David would come on and explain more of the science behind it. If any of you guys resonate with it, great. I'm just sharing information like I always do so that you guys can always make your own choices and choose which way you want to go. So first of all, I'm going to introduce Dr. David. Dr. David's going to share a little bit about himself, and then we'll kind of move into why, I asked him to come on here with us. Hey,
Okay.
David.
Thanks, Kimberly. Very good. How are you?
I'm doing well. How about you? Thank you for coming
Excellent.
on.
Oh, it's great. I'm glad we had a conversation the other day and we got to know each other a little bit. And you told me what you've seen already with this product. And
Yep.
I was where you are 12 years ago. So my background is foot and ankle surgery. I own my own practice in Maryland, and I've sold it now. I'm 62. So my practice several years ago. I live half the year in Delray Beach, Florida, and half the year in Maryland outside of DC. And I did own my own practice. I was board certified in foot surgery. I loved what I did. I felt like I was meant to do more in this world. My favorite movie, It's a Wonderful Life, and I knew I could help a lot of people in medicine, but that just felt like something more. But 12 years ago, I was introduced to this technology, like you just were introduced, I think, a couple months ago.
Yes.
And my
Yes.
friend brought it to me, not an influencer, just a friend, and said, "I love you. You need to know about this." Little did I know that she was bringing to me this massive breakthrough. And the only reason I really looked into it was because my dad was ill. She had told me what it had done. You've seen what it does for you already in this short time. She told me what it had done with her mother's joint problems, her breathing problems. And I saw that her skin problem was gone. I'm like, well, what is this? So she told me, and it's one of those things that sounds too good to be true. It's not a pharmaceutical,
Yeah.
thank God.
Yeah.
But I took the time to look into it because my dad was ill and he had the kind of issue that no one wants to hear they have in any part of their body or anybody they love, whether it's their prostate or their lung or their breast. So I took this very seriously. I did not dismiss it. I didn't just Google it. I investigated, and thank God I did. So saw what it did. My dad's fine today. Just had dinner with him last night. He's 84.
No.
Referred people to my friend Debbie. I did not want to get in the opportunity side of this at all. I was like, I'm doing something else. I don't need to do that. But all these people kept coming back to me saying thank you within a day to 3 months. Like, thank you. People with blood sugar issues, breathing issues, mood issues, skin issues. So finally, I decided to get on a plane and go to meet the people who started the company, who turned down a large offer from a pharmaceutical company to buy it and the patents. I wanted to see if they had integrity like you do, and I know that I do. And when I felt their hearts, and I said, these people turned down a lot of money to bring this to the world, because the pharmaceutical company would have buried it. They don't
Oh,
want
yeah.
people staying well. They don't.
Absolutely.
They don't. They need sick people or they're out of business. And they do a lot of good in this world, but they do a lot of bad. But that's when I said, I'm in, and I started teaching people about this. So I'm on the medical board of the company, which is a volunteer position. And
Mhm.
I'm a mentor, I'm a teacher, and I'm an entrepreneur. I speak all over the world. And I love talking to people when they first have their aha moment and they say, my God, this is real. So that's what was a thrill for me the other day talking to
Yeah,
you.
absolutely. And that is amazing. And for everyone here, like this is being brought to you as a favor to me because like I said, look at how like he's so involved in this. Now this product is I'm bringing it up because I use it. And I didn't need it for any health issues for myself. I did it because as everyone who is watching, I talked to all of you about DNA activation, what's happening with the stellar activation in our DNA. And we all know that we're being bombarded with like exterior chemicals, like chemtrails to the injections and all this. So I thought I started taking it so that I could keep my molecules, the mitochondria, activating. And that's where I hope, Dr. David, you could share a little bit more about that science. But they hear me talk about, epigenetics and how like our cells communicate and they're basically sending a signal out. And this is how we create a reality. And this is how we create what we're experiencing. And so I jumped right on board a couple months ago, I believe it was, with anything that would upgrade or amplify my own cells to go up against what we're having done. I was on board. So that was my reasoning for doing it. The reason why I want to bring it on here too is because I've had many people, I'm very overwhelmed with messages in my messenger. And there's a lot of people who have taken this injection and have many, many concerns. I wanted to see if I could talk to you a little bit about what your thoughts were on that. Also, some people are talking to me about their cancers and how things have really upgraded in their bodies in the last couple of years, and they're all stressed. And I thought, you know what? This is a natural part of who we are. It's not a chemical.
Right.
And it literally is helping all these people. You've got testimonies of helping people, but that's not exactly why I'm bringing it, but it helps. But it's the fact that it's going to upgrade all our cellular DNA, all our cells, and it's going to help us with what's happening on the outside. And then if anyone else benefits from the health that you've shared that happens and all the other things, it's a bonus. So that's kind of why I brought it, because so many people are coming into my inbox saying, what can we do about the injections, about what, all that. Is there anything you can speak into about that?